Will this Exodus game be better than Mass Effect, the next Mass Effect? It's looking that way. Let's keep in mind it's been 4 years since the reveal trailer for the next Mass Effect, and we got something small as a tease last year and a little bit of teasers in between. But it's been a year and we've got no information whatsoever about the next Mass Effect. Could be that it is because of BioWare's recent game of Valgard just recently came out. And that ties into, will Exodus be better than the next Mass Effect? I've not played Valgard myself. I've seen enough though that Valgard obviously just doesn't look like it's a really great game, honestly. In terms of the old BioWare, which is now the developers of this next game. Now I don't know entire information about that, but it's obviously old developers and old makers made the original trilogy and now working on this Exodus game, this sci-fi adventure game. And it looks very promising. It really does. It doesn't overall to me so far, Exodus. I'm saying that the tone of the game, I would say, is not really pleasing me right now. The look of the game and what you might get out of it in terms of a story looks fascinating. The look of the game to me is the thing that I'm not really interested in yet. I guess we'll have to wait until you obviously play the game. So let's move on to the next Mass Effect. When is it coming out? Will we get any more information on it? And will it just simply be better? It's an interesting question I ask now, is that we are getting more trailers and more information about Exodus than we are with the next Mass Effect. And with Valgard just finishing up now with its release and its, feedback and reviews on it and how the game has looked and how the game is written, it's not looking great, is it? It's not really looking great at all. It's not the old BioWare of old that are now working on this. I think Exodus has now into a point where whenever they release it, they obviously going to release it before the next Mass Effect. And that's very important. Probably for Exodus, I would say. Because now it is now being released first, then BioWare needs to work even harder, I would say, to make the next Mass Effect even better. So it can say, yes, we are back. This is Mass Effect. This is what we delivered. This is why Mass Effect is still one of our best IPs we have ever made. And I should point out the studio that is working on Exodus, because I actually forgot the name of it, is Archetype Entertainment. So again, this is a really going to be a fascinating couple of years here, where I reckon even Exodus and where Exodus and Mass Effect kind of battle it out to see which game is going to be better. Like I said, I think Exodus is going to be released in 2026 and Mass Effect released in 2027. It's looking like we're getting more trailers and more reveals about Exodus, and again, we haven't got much on Mass Effect. And the fact that Valgard hasn't really worked out great, it's time to hit the Mass Effect button.